Hello dear students. Hello dear students. I am Professor Priya Kulkarni from Civil Engineering Department of Parvatibai Genba, Mose College of Engineering, Wagholi, Pune. So here we'll start our second unit, that is detailed estimate. So before starting our second unit, detailed estimate, I would like to tell you some background about this second unit. That is, we are supposed to calculate the quantities of various items. So as I have told you in the previous lectures, that quantity of item or unit of measurement of item or particular of item. So here item means brickwork, concrete work, plastering, pointing, painting, plumbing, electric work, like that. Okay, so we are going to calculate the quantity. So for example, if we are supposed to calculate quantity of brickwork, okay, so what does the brickwork actually materials contain? It contains bricks, sand, cement. Okay, so how much quantity of bricks, how much bags of cement, and how much sand is required? So how do we calculate? We are calculate along the for particular given dimensions. Okay, and we will calculate the quantity of material required in the detailed estimate. Okay, so this is our second unit, detailed estimate. And after getting the quantities of the materials in cubic meter or square meter, whatever it may be, then we will multiply it with by the rate of item, okay, per unit. Okay, so for 1 cubic meter of brickwork we need this much we need this much cost. Okay, so accordingly we'll calculate for the whole structure, that is we'll add up for excavation, for PCC, for RCC, brickwork, painting, plastering, likewise. Okay, and then we'll calculate the total cost of construction. So this is what we are supposed to calculate, or what we are supposed to do in the second unit. Okay, so if you have uh, if you don't have your online exam, then you have one question of about 10 marks in your exam for calculation of various items of work. Okay, so it is and also this is from exam point of view, and from our civil engineering point of view, as you go ahead with your jobs and all that, this is very important and basic, and one must have knowledge of this detailed estimate. Okay, so you should have to calculate, or you should have to know this, how to calculate the particular item of work. Okay, so we'll start with the units of measurement. So how to calculate or how to measure particular work? uh, there are guidelines and specification decided by IS 1200, and those we'll see first, and then we will start with the actual methods, and we'll continue with the numerical. Okay, so just keep in mind that this second unit is very important in our curiosity subject. Okay, the units of measurement. The units of measurement are mainly categorized into their nature, size, and shape. Okay, so for single unit works like doors, windows, trusses, etc., are expressed in numbers. Okay, so two number of doors, one is main door and another one is interior door, likewise. So number of windows. So those single units are considered or are measured in number. Then work consisting of linear measurements involving like cornice, fencing, handrail, bands of specific width are expressed in running meter. Okay, also plumbing pipeline is measured in running meter. Okay, so the works which are mainly classified according to their length, they are considered or expressed in running meter, RM. Okay, the work consists of aerial surface measurements involve like plastering, whitewashing, partitions of specified thickness, etc., are expressed in square meters. okay, where aerial measurements, it may be height, width and length or vice versa. Okay, so such a where thickness and height doesn't matter that much, so that type of atoms are measured in square meter. Then the work consists of cubic contents involving volume, like earthwork. It has suppose this is one pit which we are going to excavate for our foundation, so it has some depth, it has width, also it has length. Okay, so this is the cubical content. Likewise cement concrete masonry structure, so this contains cubical dimensions, so those works are measured in cubic meters. Okay, so keep in mind this is very basic and this is a common sense that how to measure that particular item of work. Then in the first unit also we have this part, but I feel that it is very important and I should repeat this part to get started with the second unit. So we'll see one by one how to measure and what is the unit of measurement for particular items. So first one is earthwork in excavation. Earthwork in excavation is measured in cubic meter. Okay, so it has all the three dimensions: length, width and height or depth. So it is measured in cubic meter. And there are some specific foundation conditions, that earthwork in filling in foundation trenches or earthwork in filling in plinth. So that particular items are measured separately. Each and atom has distinct wide variation in its work, so that are measured or that are mentioned here separately and measured differently from the their basic or their parent atom of work. Okay, so some are having separate specification. Okay, so those we will see one by one. So earthwork is measured in cubic meter, and units of payment or mode of payment is the percentage per cubic meter. Okay, percentages per cubic meter. Then second one is concrete work. So again concrete work is divided into different subheads, that is lime concrete in foundation, it is also measured in cubic meter. Cement concrete in lintels, cubic meter. RCC in slab, cubic meter. RCC or RCC chhajja or sunshade, it is also measured in cubic meter. Okay, then lime concreting in roof terracing. Now here just imagine we are going to do, this is our slab of terrace. Okay, this is floor of the terrace and we are going to do here lime concreting. Okay, so here what is the thickness of the uh, this lime concreting? It is very minimum, that is about 25 mm likewise. So here this thickness doesn't play important role or it doesn't hamper the other two dimensions. Okay, if we add the thickness also, then it will not change the value as much, so that's why we will going to neglect the third quantity or third parameter, that is height or depth here. Okay, that's why it is measured only in lengthwise and widthwise. Okay, thickness is neglected, so that particular item is measured in square meter. So just you have to do imagination in your head, in your mind, that you are going to what the items have specific height or depth and the significance of height and depth. Okay, so if if the height and depth is not much significant, then you can neglect and you can measure that item into square meter. Then here now just consider damp proof course, DPC. Okay, thickness should be mentioned separately here and DPC is measured in square meter. Again here the thickness or height of DPC course is very minimum or very minute, that is 12 mm thick, 15 mm thick or 16 mm thick max. Okay, above that it will not the coat of DPC. So this 12 mm will not hamper the other two length and width dimensions. So we will neglect thickness over here and will measure the DPC in square meter, but thickness will mention separately. Okay, thickness here we will mention it separately. Then next one is brickwork. Now brickwork in foundation. Now see here, so brickwork has all the three dimensions. It has, just imagine a wall in front of your uh, mind. Okay, the wall has all the three dimensions, right? It has width of 0.23 mm or 0.3 mm in case of load bearing structure, right? So it has some width, okay, and also length and height may be 3 meter and length may be, for a residential building it is about 5 to 6 meters, like that. Okay, so this is the brickwork and it has all the three dimensions, and we have to consider all the three dimensions. That's why in all the case, so here brickwork is measured in cubic meter, right? So see what are the conditions over here. So brickwork in foundation, brickwork in plinth, brickwork in superstructure, thin partition wall. Now just uh, uh, thin partition wall, so it has a minimum thickness, so that's why we will consider it in square meter. So this type of questions will ask you in the MCQ exam. So whatever I am highlighting or whatever I am stressing about, so just remember those things or note down in your notebook. So that will be definitely asked you in the MCQ to uh, make you confused. Okay, then brickwork in arches and reinforced brickwork, RB work. So that all are measured in cubic meter except thin partition wall. Okay, and also there is one type of brickwork, that is honeycomb brickwork for decorative purpose. So that honeycombed brickwork is also measured in square meter. Now next part or next unit of measurement is stone work. Okay, stone masonry, it is measured in cubic meter only. Now the woodwork. Okay, so there are some again subheads, so just see one by one. So door and windows frames or chokhuts. Chokhut mean panels. Okay, chokhuts and rafter beams, that all are measured in cubic meter and mode of payment is per cubic meter. Okay, then shutters of doors and windows, thickness specified. So just shutters and doors and windows, and here thickness is specified separately, so it is measured in per square meter. Okay, then door fittings, door window fittings like hinges, tower bolts, sliding bolts, handles, those are measured per number. Okay, per number. Then next one is steel work, steel reinforcement bars, steel reinforcement bars, RCC bars or RB work, that is measured in quintal. Okay, steel work, just remember one thing, steel work or steel bars are measured in kg. For bigger quantity we'll order it in quintals. Okay, so per quintal or per kg is also okay. Then binding of steel reinforcement is in quintal. Then rivets, bolts and nuts, anchor bolts, levis bolt, holding down bolts, that are measured in quintal. So but just iron grills, so whatever the grill work we are going to do for windows or for doors, so that will measured in square meter. Clear? Grill work is measured in square meter. The next part is roofing, RCC or RB slab. RCC is reinforcement concrete, RB means reinforced brick slab roof. So here excluding steel they have mentioned separately. So that is measured in cubic meter. Okay, so LC means lime concreting roof over and inclusive of tiles or brick or stone slab etc. thickness specified square meter. So mainly whatever the slab work we are going to do with the RCC or reinforced brick work, that is measured in cubic meter, and whatever excluding this anything is measured in square meter. Okay, then next one is plastering and pointing and finishing. So plastering is cement or lime mortar thickness and proportions specified separately, that is measured in square meter. So just imagine what is the thickness of plastering work. For internal plastering it is 12 mm, and for external plastering in some cases it is up to 16 mm. That's it. Above 16 mm will not do plastering for the residential buildings. Okay, so in that cases we'll measure plastering in square meter. Okay, so just remember plastering is measured in square meter, thickness and proportion is mentioned separately. Next is pointing. So pointing work is also measured in square meter. Then whitewash, color wash means coloring or painting is also in square meter. Then distempering, number of coats specified is also in square meter. Then painting, vanishing, varnishing for any doors or windows, that also measured in square meter. Next one is flooring. So 25 mm cement concrete over a 75 mm cement concrete floor, lime concrete floor. That, so just remember any flooring can be measured in square meter. Okay, just again imagine the thickness of flooring, and it doesn't hamper that much in other two dimensions. That's why we'll measure flooring in square meter. Now there are some specific items that are measured separately, that is rainwater pipe or plain pipe is in running meter. Okay, steel wood trusses if in case it needs, so it is in number. Then glass panel square meter, and fixing of glass panels and cleaning, it is per number. And glass panel supply means glass panels required for partition wall or for any specific partition door or windows, so that is measured in square meter. And fixing of it and cleaning is measured in number. Okay, per number. Okay, so these are the units of measurement. These are very important, and you have to get all the units of measurement, and you have to know all the units of measurement. Okay, so this is the basic ABCD of our uh, estimating costing. Then after the modes of measurement, there are certain rules for measurement. So those rules are defined by IS 1200. So I'll explain it in short. What are the limiting values? The linear measurements means length shall be measured nearest to 0.01 meter. Okay, then areas shall be measured nearest to 0.01 square meter. Then cubic contents, so those are worked out to the nearest of 0.01 cubic meter. So these are the rules for measurement, and these are the limiting values. Up to that nearest to we have to measure our length. Okay, that will be the quite accurate. Okay, this can be asked you as a MCQ. Then there are some rules of measurement for same type of work under different conditions, and nature shall be measured separately under separate item likewise. So when we see one numerical, we'll come to know what are these rules of measurement. Okay, then we'll start with our second unit, that is detailed estimate. So basically there are two methods of taking out quantities. Taking out means To taking on means the calculation of quantities. So those methods are two methods are long wall short wall method, first one, and second one is center line method. So long wall short wall method is also known as PWD method. Okay, long wall short wall method is also known as PWD method of analysis. Okay, and second one is center line method. So I will tell you in short. uh, First one, that is long wall short wall or PWD method. So this method, the wall in this method, the wall along the length of room is considered to be long wall, and wall perpendicular to long wall is considered to be short wall. So suppose this is our room. So along length is considered as long wall, and along width is considered as a short wall. Okay, so long wall and short wall basically. Then second point is to get the length of long wall and short wall. Calculate first center line length of individual walls. Then the length of long wall out to out may be calculated after adding half width at each end to its center length. Now what we are supposed to do, these are the internal room dimensions. Okay, then we have wall over here. Okay, so this is our wall. So it has one thickness or width, that is W. Okay, so what we are supposed to do in this method is we will calculate first the center line, center to center distance width wise and length wise. Okay, so calculate the center to center distance. Okay, then for long wall we will add the half length of the wall on the both the sides. Okay, so this center to center distance plus this half wall and this half wall. Okay, so this is the meaning of long wall method. Okay, okay, here we will calculate first second first both the center to center distance, that is lengthwise and widthwise, and the remaining part whatever is left, that we are going to add it in the long wall, and we are going to subtract it from the short wall. Okay, so this is the long wall and short wall method, and we are going to take this length in our calculations. Okay, now we get the length, then we'll multiply with the width and depth or height to get the quantity in cubic meter or square meter, whatever. So but for length purpose we are going to calculate first center to center distance, and for long wall we are going to add the one thickness of the wall, and for short wall we are going to subtract one thickness of wall. Okay, then next one is center line method. So this method is suitable for walls of similar cross section. Here the total center line length is multiplied by width and depth of respective atom to get the total quantity at a time. So this method is very short, and we'll get the value or we'll get the quantity in one simple line. So what we are going to do here, we will calculate the center to center distance first, and then we'll multiply with the width and depth of respective atom. So this is for simple this is case for simple four walls, but when walls cross or will come in partition, okay, with each other, then the center line gets reduced by half the width at each junction. Such a junction or joints are studied carefully while calculating total center line length. Okay, so in that case, what will be the formula for the center line method? So the formula for center line method is total length is equals to center to center distance minus one half into width into number of junctions. Number of junctions is denoted as n. So whatever the junctions are there, so those junctions we are going to subtract it from the center to center distance. Okay, so this will get the total length. So this length multiplied by width multiplied by depth or height, we will get the quantity of atom in cubic meter or square meter. Okay, so this center line method is accurate and very quick method as compared to long wall and short wall method. Okay, then how to calculate actual quantities of work in what is the format or what is the method for calculating this detailed estimate. So there is one measurement form. So whatever the calculations we are going to do from onwards, so we are going to do it in measurement sheet. So from in the measurement sheet we will get the quantity of atom of work. Okay, so these are the details of measurement sheet. So first column is serial number and second column is description or particulars of atom, then numbers, then length, then length, width, height is measured in meter only. Okay, length, width, then depth or height, and then quantity. So quantity here will get in cubic meter or square meter. So whatever the atoms nature of atom, we accordingly will decide. Then any explanatory note or any remark is there, so that will do in the last column. So this is the format of the measurement sheet. Then next one is abstract sheet. So here we get the quantity of atom in measurement sheet. Then we are so this quantity of atom part is directly will take it from the measurement sheet. Then unit that is a square meter or cubic meter whatever. Then rate. Okay, so from abstract sheet we'll get the rate or cost of that particular item of work. So we'll multiply with the rate per unit means per running meter or per square meter or per cubic meter, that likewise. So this quantity into rate will get the amount. Okay, so this is the abstract sheet. Then what factors we have to consider while preparing detailed estimate. So the quantity and transportation of material, obviously if we use good quality of materials, so we'll get the good results and will satisfy our customer. And then transportation of materials means what, so that cost we are going to add up in our total estimation. Okay, so this is the main criteria or main factor that we have to consider, that is quantity and transportation of materials. Then second one is location of site. So if that work site is selected or it such that it should remain damaged or transit during loading, unloading, stocking of materials. Also for laborers, it is very feasible to uh, come there and perform their particular work and then go back to their homes. So that location of site also plays very important role. And if the location is outside some outside from local area, then we have to make arrangement for their living. Okay, so that location of site consists different meaning. Okay, then local labor charges. So laborers are skilled, unskilled. So whatever the local labors available there, so if they are unskilled, then we have to teach them how to do particular item of work. So in cases of road works, okay, so whatever the local laborers doesn't know how to perform that work, then we will train them. Okay, so to get our work done. So these factors we have to consider while preparing detailed estimate. So so in the next lecture we'll start with the numerical and we'll continue with our method, that is long wall short wall method and center line method. Okay, thank you and mark your attendance in comment box. Thank you.